What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Vaulty back with our daily Apple update video where we take a look at how Apple stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels to look out for, and what the future for the stock could look like. So real quick, if you enjoy these, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I try to do these videos on a daily basis, and we'll get right into it. So should be a quick one today because there wasn't anything really to update you guys on from yesterday's video. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, feel free to check that out. But you know, taking a look at the market, we are up slightly. The Nasdaq is up 0.37%. The Dow is basically flat again, 0.11% down, and then S&P was up 0.34%. Comparatively, Apple was down 0.61%. So you know, underperforming once again, but no worries there. Taking a look at, you know, let's take a look at the 5-day chart really quick. You know, as you can see, we've been kind of downtrending. We're making lower highs every day. And then taking a look at the 1-day chart, right? So we started off here with a little gap up, really quickly filled the gap. And then we fell, tried to push back up, fell, came, pushed back up. And the one thing that I want to point out is we were under the VWAP for basically the entire day. There was a point here where we came over it, and then at the end we made a push, but we were below VWAP. So kind of trading in this narrow range during this range, or during this time, excuse me. And then we had more weakness, and then we saw like a push kind of into the close, going from 114.50s into the 115s. Overall, relatively weak, right? If we take a look at something like Microsoft, you know, sure, it was below the VWAP, but it was going below and above it. And then for the second half of the day, it was above the VWAP. Taking a look at Google, right? Again, above it, below it, above it. And then taking a look at Amazon, you know, below it, above it, below it, above it. Taking a look at Apple, below it the entire day, basically, right? So that's not a good sign. Taking a look at our daily chart, right? This line is drawn from yesterday. I can literally take this, stretch it out, fits perfectly, right? We're making lower highs every day, which is not a good sign. It's something that we want to see reversed. So taking a look at, you know, our indicators, what we see is the 8 EMA comes in at 116.90. Again, I've said this, I would love to see it capture that 8 EMA. The next one is at 116.69, the 21 EMA. The 34 EMA is 115.86, and then the 55 EMA is all the way down at 113.60, or 113.36, excuse me. So we've got support at the 55 EMA 113.36 and the 113s that we've talked about holding up as support. And then our resistance levels are sort of the next high, right? So today's resistance point would be yesterday's high, and then the high before that, and then the high before that, since we're making lower highs. As well as, you know, the 8 EMA or the 21 EMA and the 116s could hold up as resistance. But I think that, you know, it'll hopefully be like an attraction point rather than a resistance. The 50 EMA is all the way at 117.42, so we're kind of separated from that, and the 20 EMA is at 116.95. So key levels to look for as we sort of approach that. You know, like I said, we're making this lower high every day, which is definitely not a good sign, and I would like to see it make a higher high. Now, good news is, you know, the stimulus stuff hopefully is over. Now that we don't have a stimulus, we might not have one until after the election, so we'll kind of be waiting on that front. And then the other thing is, you know, we've got earnings next week. We've got Apple, we've got, I think, Amazon, Microsoft, all these, you know, big tech companies are announcing earnings. So hopefully I think that brings some bullish momentum into tech stocks that have sort of been selling off and lagging. And then, you know, some energy into the market as a whole, as this week has been, you know, not too fruitful there. I just want to remind everyone, I am long on Apple. I think it has great sort of, you know, potential. I have shares, and then I do options trading to take advantage of the volatility here and there. Still continue to hold those shares. So I do think, you know, we are going to go up. It's a matter of when, in my opinion. Again, you know, you do whatever, you know, your research shows you. But, you know, I'm looking for next week for us to start pushing, you know, towards the highs of this week. And then, you know, hopefully, if there's not a lot of uncertainty, then maybe even beyond. There is the election coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm not going too heavy on anything right now. I would love to see it get to the 120 again with earnings, but again, with the election, I'm going to take very light positions. I've said this over and over again. And with rising coronavirus cases probably causing uncertainty as well. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll do my weekly Apple update video sometime over the weekend, so be on the lookout for that, where we take a look at kind of the whole week in general and what the future could look like based off of that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment down below if there's anything that you've been trading with Apple or what your thoughts on the market are. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.